Hey YouTube, what's up? This is HorndogMan3, and I'm coming at you today with free trade and wilderness opinion video. Yeah, so today is January 14th. It was the last day to vote for this. I guess you'd call it event. So I thought today, being now it's over, I'd give you my full opinion on it, and like why I think it's good, why I think it's bad, what are the challenges it's gonna like bring up, and stuff like that. So first of all, I'd like to say that I think that Jagex is gonna make a twist on this update. I think they will bring it back just because over 1.1 million votes is quite a lot. But I think they're going to do some kind of twist to it. It's not going to be exactly like it was back in 2007 to 2001 or so. It's going to be, I don't know what they're going to do, but it's going to be some kind of twist on it. They won't just give it back like people will probably are thinking. So let me take you through the history of this vote. In late December, around Christmas Eve, I believe, they brought a poll. It was an update, and it was like saying that it's up to the people to whether or not they want the free trade and wilderness back, because they didn't know was it a majority of the people that wanted it, or was it just a minority that was speaking fairly loudly to the Jagex community. So they had a poll which you didn't have to sign into. You just wrote down your name, your account name, and you voted that you wanted it back, pretty much. And so people were spawning accounts like crazy, saying, "Yeah, vote me, and I want it back," and stuff like that. I mean, you didn't have to. It didn't even have to be your account. Like, I could have wrote down Twilight019. Like, she hasn't been on in ages, but I could have wrote down her name. So yeah, and then Jagex realized, oh, well, we should have people log in now and vote yes, no, or I don't care. And so thus the referendum was born. And so now you actually had to log in and vote yes, no, or I don't know, or I don't care. So I think that was a good job by them, because people were just making accounts like crazy, and still probably are for the referendum, but not as hardcore as it was for the first voting system. So for the first voting system, they got 1.25 million votes in under 24 hours. That's pretty unrealistic. That's 1.2 million votes. I mean, that's like only 150,000 people play per day, or 150,000 counts are online at one time normally. And then to go 24 hours having 1.25 million votes is a huge, like, unbelievable statistic. I mean, and then you had the referendum. Then you had like 250,000 in the first hour, in the first day, and then you went to like 250,000 in one day to like 500,000 in a week, and then finally at January 14th you had 1.15 million votes total. That was it took some time, but we got over 1.15 million votes to vote on the referendum, and it was like it finished 91% yes, I think 7% no, and then 2% I don't care. And that's pretty cool how many people actually wanted it back but never said anything about it. it really was an eye-opener to me, because I didn't realize not that many people would actually want it back. I mean, at first, I really didn't care if we had wilderness or free trade, but then I actually looked into it, and it's like, oh, well, this stuff is pretty good, and that stuff's like really bad. Like, the good stuff about it. Friends who, like, are lower levels, like 90 or 100 combat, what if they wanted to go God Wars Dungeon just for a friend, and they can't find a team because they're too low? Well, and they don't want it to non-loot share because they wouldn't, if someone got a drop, they wouldn't be able to split it between each other because there's no, you can't split the money equally. Well, now if you have the free trade, someone gets the drop, you guys can split it equally between them, or however you guys want to split it. I mean, there's definitely a trust deal behind this, but if you guys are really good friends, I'm sure that you guys actually will trade equally. So that's a really big plus for free trade. A minus for that, or negative for it, is the scamming and like how unpredictable it's gonna be. Like, you have to constantly look at prices on websites that you have to trust that say the honest price for the item. And it's also gonna, like, back in the day, people would, like, selling full rune 300k, and they actually put up 30k, and people don't notice it right away, and so they lose 270k or 200k value of the actual full rune. So you really have to be careful on that. I mean, a lot of people are going to get scammed or something, and you really just have to be careful to avoid that factor. But as soon as free trade does come out, no one has any clue what the item values will be. I mean, like, party hats right now go on the street for over 1 bill. I think about 1 bill. I mean, and it's really worth 400, 500k in GE. So you really don't know what the price is going to be after free trade comes out. Some things might go down to the ground, like bandos be like 10 mil, or it might go up to like 25 mil, 35 mil. So you really don't know what's going to happen. But on the wilderness side, I mean, a lot of people enjoyed wilderness. I never got into the wilderness because I was never, I wasn't a member at that point. I stayed non-member for a good 2.5 years that I first played. I started playing back in about 05. And so I seen free trade for a good 2 years, and wilderness. But wilderness, I don't know why people found it so fun, just because you could get your the other person's items. I always thought that people enjoyed it because they just enjoyed PKing and just had fun PKing, not for items or something. So I really don't know about that part. I lost so much money PKing that is ridiculous, but and my dragonfire is about to run out. Okay. But yeah, I mean, wilderness, I see RuneScape being without wilderness, like, just fine as it is right now. It's not that fantastic. I mean, yeah, it's fun to do on the side, but to do it like right now, like to just do it all the time, I just can't see it being that fun. Yeah, so I mean, I'm going to do some PKing video guys for you guys, but other than that, I'm not much of a PKer. Just most likely it's probably because I don't have vengeance. It's probably why I die so much. But once I get vengeance, I'll be sure to do more PKing with you guys, probably with like an AGS or maybe my CLS or my chaotic maul that I probably will have at that time. So yeah, there's been some good parts and bad parts to the wilderness and free trade, but there's also been some really there's been a lot of there's gonna be a lot of differences between RS now, RS back in 2007, and RS that's going to be in 2011 when they bring it back, or if they bring it back in 2012, we don't know. But I'll be sure to do some more videos of PKing, because I know a lot of people like PKing videos, but I won't just be showing the ones I win. I'll be showing a lot of them that I lose, because that'll be most of the fights that I video. But that's about it for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, just me talking and slaying. Yeah, that's about it. See ya.